Taylor Watch.
Welcome back to another episode of Taylor Watch. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday, everybody.
From balmy New York City. Ooh, it's a sweaty 40 degrees outside.
I know, I did walk to work this morning.
We're acting crazy. We don't know what to do.
Yes.
It's not 0 degrees, but
feels good.
Yeah, it feels good. It's still gloomy though. Still a horrible place.
I'm still probably going to go straight to bed after work.
Definitely. I've got another little pod. I'm doing a movie pod. The BO Boys. I've been on there before. very outside
Terrible
of our
name.
Yes, but it stands for something.
Okay.
I just can't remember what at the moment. But very nice
The BO
guys.
Boys.
Yeah, the BO Boys. They do movie breakdowns and stuff. They're actually really good. They're friends.
Cool.
They're in the Kirk Minahan universe.
Love.
But I've done the pod with them before, and it was really fun. And we're going to be discussing Wuthering Heights, but it's like it's like predictions basically.
Nice. Okay, I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's like what we think it's gonna be. That's
got
like
it.
their whole thing. So, and it's just like it's like kind of tongue in cheek, like exaggerating back and forth. Like it's very dry.
Oh, okay.
It's really fun. It's fun to do, but that's later, and it's by my apartment, so I always say yes.
Nice.
It's on the way home.
That's fun.
And but yeah, so we're just gonna hope for this trend of weather to increase as we go on. We need the Hudson to melt. It's a one big frozen ice block, and that is real.
It's crazy.
It's nuts. I don't know if you guys have seen the photos.
And I just feel like everything's gross and everything just needs to melt to go away.
The streets are disgusting because all of the ice blocks that are left are completely black. Not even like oh, it's dirty. No, it's black. Like
filled with
black,
garbage.
Filled with dog urine. Yeah. Like it's fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
Like I would hate to have anyone visit New York City for the first time right now. Like that would be my worst nightmare. Because it's like you're not getting the glamour, the glitz and the glamour.
No.
It's gross here. But anyway, so big day in the office, a lot of energy. Not really a big day, but just like high energy in the office.
Lots of people, lots of talking.
People. Wednesdays are always busy days for us, which is nice. I had a little dozen match. We both had a dozen match this morning.
Yeah,
Not
we
sure
played
when that
each
comes
other.
out.
Ooh.
We played each other. Ooh, Taylor versus Watch.
Yeah. It comes out tonight. Depending on when you're listening to this episode.
Oh, yeah.
It comes out Thursday, I think, at like 6.
Oh, cool.
It streams
I'll
6
double
or
check
7. 6 or 7. I can't remember.
Let's see. I'll tell
what
you.
it is. I think it's 6 o'clock.
Thursday night. Of course, it doesn't tell anybody times.
Yeah.
But I do think it's 7 o'clock. 7, 6,
7 o'clock. Okay, yeah.
All right. So no spoilers, but we are versus.
Yes.
Which was fun.
And it was a good match.
It was a really good match.
Yeah.
Jeff D. Lowe told me that we've only versed each other one other time. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
I was like, how is that possible? We've only played one, besides the one we just played, we only played one other game against each other.
What?
I said that sounds wrong, but he insists.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I feel like, actually, that kind of makes sense because I do feel like when I see that, I'm like, wait, what?
I know. But I guess that's true. I don't, he knows
Even when I was
maybe like last year.
When I was with Robbie
when you were on the
and Clemmer.
Honkers. I remember playing you when you were on the Honkers.
Yeah, and then maybe I didn't play you when I was with my other team, Mincy and Rudy.
Definitely not.
Yeah,
I didn't play that crew.
Yeah, okay.
Regardless, we love the dozen to death, and and I'll say,
speaking of dozen, I forgot to change the.
And this is an ad for the dozen, free ad.
That's hilarious.
While you're changing that, I will say and remind everybody that Thursday, February 19th in Austin, Texas, we will be at a Bumble event that you guys are invited to. We don't have a graphic for the location, so I can't tell you where, but I know that it's going to be like a cool bar in Austin, Texas. If you're in Austin, like you will be able to find it. We'll let you guys know.
There's no Barstool bar in Austin, right?
No.
Yeah, okay.
But I bring it up because that's where Jeff D. Lowe lives, and so he says that he'll try to make it to the event. So if we've got Jeff D. Lowe, he is engaged, but if we've got Jeff D. Lowe fans in Austin that like us and him, hopefully he'll be there.
Crossover of the century.
Cross your fingers.
Yeah, but we'll be there on the 19th, right?
The 19th.
Yeah, and
the 19th
then
is the event.
We'll be in Chicago on March
17th.
17th.
St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
Which I believe is like a Tuesday.
Yeah, it is a Tuesday.
But I'm going to turn up. I don't care.
It's St. Patrick's Day.
It's St. Patrick's Day. I'm Irish
Nobody
as fuck.
gives a fuck.
Everybody knows.
Do you know that sound from
No.
TikTok? It's like, it's St. Patrick's Day. Nobody gives a fuck.
No, I don't.
I am excited to see the river dye green, though.
Me too. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
No, I've never. And neither has
can't
TJ,
remember.
so.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because he's not been there. Wait.
I think he was with me last year for St.
Got it.
Patrick's Day.
I was going to say, he's been in Chicago longer than a year.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Wow, well, what an exciting moment for us. Looking forward, and also very much looking forward to giving you guys the rest of the details on those Bumble events and seeing you there once we're there. We do have a couple of Taylor things today, but we've got honestly, we have a lot of stuff on our list. And then we have voicemails, and then at the end, we'll do our Tell Me Lies episode 7 recap. Triggering as ever. 8. Oh, was it?
Was it 8?
No, I think it's 7 because there's 8 total, and there's one more.
Oh, wait, you're right.
I think. Unless there's more than 8, I would love that.
No, I think you're right.
Because I remember seeing like only one more in the queue waiting for next week.
It was 7. Sorry, my bad.
Episode 7, the penultimate episode.
Yeah.
So make sure, and as soon as we start talking about it, spoilers galore. So
Yeah.
if you haven't watched yet, turn it off before we start talking about that. A couple of rumors are starting to swirl online. But rumbles in the streets about, one, that the wedding is going to be in a couple of weeks, and 2, that we may or may not have this encore we've been talking about because Friday the 13th is coming up. Tomorrow literally is Friday the 13th. And last night in a weed haze, I thought about the It's Frightening cover of Showgirl. And I wondered, did we ever get a reference for that one? Like, why is it frightening?
No.
Like, is that a lyric or?
No, it was like the different CDs. One was like It's Beautiful. One was It's Frightening. Yeah, It's Rapturous.
Yeah.
And I don't know where that came from.
Me neither.
Right.
So Friday the 13th, day before Valentine's Day, maybe.
Right.
It's frightening, spooky, and then it's love. Who knows? Love is spooky. Maybe that's the vibe. Maybe that's the message. Love is really scary, but it's worth it. That's what the song is going to be.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's going to be the title, too. Love is really scary, but it's worth it.
Love is really frightening.
Love is really frightening. There it is.
Yeah.
Frightening love.
Ooh.
Frightening friendship.
Frightening fucking. Whoa.
Fucking and fighting and it's a war
kissing
zone.
In the rain. Oh, yeah.
Kissing in the...
My brain is fried.
People really do be fucking fighting and kissing in the rain,
legit.
know?
Screaming and fighting.
Damn, that got me good. Well, my fucking and fighting is
yeah,
Zayn.
Fucking and fighting
and it's
the
an
paradise,
and it's a war zone. And we will be talking about Zayn later. Don't worry. But yeah, so keep our eyes peeled, I think, for a Friday the 13th. Not. Don't go full clown. Don't paint your face, but maybe keep the nose on your nightstand because I don't know. It's just people are talking. I didn't come up with this. I did come up with the It's Frightening thing, but otherwise.
She did say patient for the encore, so we're trying to be patient.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm definitely very curious to what that could entail. I don't know if I exactly see something happening so soon.
I agree.
Because it was just a week after, but you never know.
But drop it like it's hot, girl.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Strike while the iron's
I'll be there. I'll be sat.
I'll be sat as fuck. And remember, we all but got confirmation from Travis on the NFL honors stage that Rep is next. So I don't know. That's what I'm.
Yeah. So maybe actually just Reputation Taylor's.
Yeah,
version
Reputation Taylor's version.
Yeah.
Finally, Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a spooky track titled "Love is Frightening." Yep.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be perfect. But amidst these rumors of an encore or whatever it is that is being teased.
Right.
We also had an announcement from New Heights saying that they will be taking the next month and a half off, but they have pre-recorded all of their episodes to play in the interim. So really there is no, they're not missing any content, but it won't be live.
Yeah.
Which of course now has the people going crazy.
Ooh.
People are like, well, in that time, then obviously they're going to get married. People were like, there's a Friday the 13th in there. It's going to happen. I don't think Taylor Swift's getting married this Friday.
No.
That would be fucking crazy.
That would be crazy. I mean.
But people are saying that maybe there's a March 13th, Friday the 13th as well.
Oh.
There is. March 13th is a lot of Friday the 13ths.
Interesting.
Back to back Friday the 13th.
Yeah, I feel like usually there's
never
like one
happens.
Friday the 13th a year.
Well, you know why? Because of February is the
Leap
exact size of the calendar. 28.
Right.
It's like perfectly lined up Sunday to Saturday. So it lines up March. So the whole first the whole first 4 weeks of March will be exactly timed up like February.
Yeah.
That's a mind fuck. Wow.
How
weird. Groundhog Day, big time for March.
March. I just feel like, I don't know, my gut tells me that there's no way they get married in
there's no way.
Upcoming months.
They always do this. New Heights does this every time. When the season of football is over, they both take a break. Because Travis has been off for a month because he didn't play in the Super Bowl, but Jason's been working. And they've both been working promoting the podcast.
Yeah.
But Jason also works like, NFL adjacent with the networks.
Monday night.
Yeah, Monday Night Football, etc. So I'm sure they just both want a break, from the season.
Yeah.
And they did this last year. And
yeah, they do it every year. Yeah, I don't know. I have a hard time believing solely because in my heart, she's like a September bride to me.
Gia could not agree
she's like
more.
an August or September bride.
Yes.
And I just don't, I have a hard time believing, and again, this has nothing to do with Travis and Taylor. Like, this is just because, like, normal human timeline is that they would get married so soon after getting engaged. They just got engaged in August. And, that's, like, 6 months ago at this point? Mm-hmm. Or, no, it'll be 6 months in February. Oh, yeah, 6 months about. It's February.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
So, yeah, right.
I was waiting for you to figure it out.
Well, I only know it because my dad's birthday is August 26th, and that's my half birthday.
Got it. Right. Got it.
So... yeah, so 6 months is very short amount of time to plan a wedding.
It is, even if you're the richest woman in the world. Yeah. Yes, it can be done.
It can be done. It's just like you got to give
people notice.
You got your cousins, you got your family, you got friends that like have regular jobs and regular lives that can't just like be like, oh, hey, by the way, in 2 months I have this wedding. Like,
right, cancel all your plans. I mean, of course, everyone's canceling their plans for this wedding, regardless of what it is. But that is true. It's a little. Unless your guest list is really small and it's like everybody already knows the vibe and when it's going to be, and so the dates just kind of settled on there. 6 months, usually a year is like a respect thing. Like, it's like, hey, I'm getting married in 1 year. I mean, they tell you, I think, save the dates. You got to send those. Wedding invitations, I think, are like a month out. Yeah. And save the dates are 3 months out, which to me even feels like not enough time.
No, that doesn't feel like
3
enough
months
time.
Is like, I've already got weddings planned up, especially if you're, weddings, every season can be wedding season the way you look at it. But I could not agree more with you, Gia, on her being a September-ish bride. Like, she's a fall bride. Like, she's a late summer, fall bride for sure.
She just gives me that vibe. 100%. So I don't know.
And maybe that's because she's released the majority of her albums around
during that time,
and maybe that's why we think that. But I don't know, the way she sings about fall and the way she sings about that time of year, a lot of her songs and albums do make me think of that time of year. Yeah. So it makes sense. And the weather will be perfect wherever it is. And it'll be the most perfect day of all time. And I'm jealous of everybody that'll be there.
Listen, and if we are completely wrong and she gets married in March and
she gets married on Friday, I will eat crow right here.
What the hell? Yeah, like I'll eat everything up. I will die. I mean, I'd be shocked out of my soul, but it would be so exciting. And I just, every time like someone asks me about the wedding and stuff, like for some reason, I don't like speculating on
it.
Neither do I.
I'm kind of weird about it now. I'm like, don't talk about my friend like that. I'm like, it's not
by the
way, it's none of your business. Yeah, like, that's how I feel.
It's like people always ask me like, where do you think it's gonna be? Like, where do you think blah blah? I'm like, I don't know.
Not a clue in the world.
At the end of the day, like, and I feel like it's kind of a running joke on this podcast that we're low key, we're always right about things, but we're also always wrong about things.
Yes.
And I could just see us being so wrong about this wedding. Mm-hmm. So like, I just don't want to be like, oh yeah, it's definitely going to be here and she's definitely going to wear this and it's definitely going to be a big wedding and blah, blah, blah. Because like, I don't fucking know. She could have a tiny wedding with some unknown dress designer and like, then all of a sudden I'm like, damn, do I even know Taylor Swift?
maybe she'll hand make her own wedding dress. Like, maybe that's honestly something I wouldn't put past her. Like,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Creative, But it's, I think it's one of those things where we're too close to the situation. We know too much. We can be pulled in too many directions. From the outside, people think, oh, a pop star getting married to a football player, well, they're probably gonna have a huge wedding, strapless dress in some location with all the famous people around. And like, bare bones, sure, maybe that sounds nice, but generally, she's a kooky girl and he's a kooky guy.
Yeah.
So you
and
never
I
know
feel
what
like
they're
she
gonna do.
always does the opposite of what people expect her to do.
Same.
So
I hope they have like 100 weddings, and I hope that each one is like Like, I hope they get married while they're scuba diving. And I hope they get married, like, on the cliffside,
Did you
screaming,
see
give me
that?
a reason.
Yeah.
And I hope, like, you know.
Did you see that proposal?
On horseback, while Cowboy Like Me is played by Marcus Mumford in the corner.
I would
like,
die.
All, you know what I mean? I want all these versions.
Did you see that video?
Yes.
He constantly is
that's
covering.
why I brought him up.
Yeah, but he's constantly covering Cowboy Like Me.
Yeah.
But when I was watching that video, I was like, they should have him sing Cowboy Like Me at their wedding.
Yeah,
but
should.
It is kind of weird to like have your own song be like your wedding song.
Honestly, so true. But they can have, that's what I'm saying.
But
they
like,
can have
they could
multiple
just have-
wedding songs.
yes, exactly,
Like,
like-
they just have to play that song. Like, and Marcus Mumford will definitely be at the wedding. So will Aaron and Justin Vernon, Bon Iver, and they will all be on the stage performing it. And I would like a back and forth Marcus Mumford, Bon Iver, like switching tracks, you know?
that'd be
Because I
awesome.
want both of their voices singing it. Or maybe like, wait. Maybe it's, we get a someone singing, like, there's not really a boy verse and a girl verse in that, but they definitely, you know, meld well together. So I want someone singing a girl voice and someone singing a guy voice. I would like Bon Iver himself to do it. I would more like Marcus Mumford because I love how he sounds.
Yeah.
But what girl would sing like Taylor's like harmonies and stuff? Like, who would we trust with that? If they were to perform Cowboy Like Me, like a special surprise for them because Travis loves that song. Like, who could sing for Taylor?
Lana?
Could be Lana.
Yeah, I don't know.
She would do that song well, I think.
I think so. My first thought was Sabrina.
Me too, but I don't know if well, she is kind of country-ish.
She has a great, and I feel like she gets like sultry like that.
Totally.
Yeah.
I don't think Gracie's up for the task.
No,
No
and I think
offense.
Marcus would overpower her almost.
Absolutely. Maybe a Kelly Clarkson.
Ooh, you
She'll
think Kelly will
definitely
be invited to the wedding?
Gia, Kelly Clarkson gave
Taylor-
Taylor the idea
Right.
to
do the
re-record her
re-records.
masters. She
yeah, but
will
are they
be
friends?
She will definitely be invited to the wedding. There's no way Kelly Clarkson's not invited to that wedding. She sends her flowers. She sent her flowers like 5 times every time she's put out a new album.
Yeah,
remember?
yeah.
I'm sure. I would like Kelly Clarkson, Marcus Mumford singing Cowboy Like Me at Taylor Swift's wedding
I would love that.
for her and Travis as they dance.
I would die for that.
That would be beautiful. That's the only prediction I'm comfortable making right now.
Right.
And listen, yet again, the address to the Barstool Sports office is public, and if anybody needs our personal addresses, they can just DM us or text us. A lot of people have our phone numbers,
Yeah.
Taylor. So when
It's
you want to
fine.
send us the save to the date, and whatever, I'll clear my plans on Friday. Like,
Yeah. I don't
know?
have any plans.
I have
like,
nothing going on.
When it comes to you, my
Yeah.
plans are nothing.
I'm seeing Wuthering Heights on Saturday, but that's it.
Yeah.
So call me up. I'll show up.
I got actually my boyfriend's coming. Can he be invited?
Oh shit!
Can I get a +1?
I don't want a +1 because I don't want my friends to fight over who gets that
Right.
+1.
Oh my god, imagine.
Oh my gosh, I'd probably bring Charles.
Ooh.
Because he's tall and
Yeah.
handsome. But yeah, so who knows what's going on with all that? But the rumor mill continues to turn. I would say we are marked safe from a February 13th wedding.
I would say so.
Yeah. Well, we'll just have to see what happens in the future. We also had a report come out that Taylor and Travis may or may not have been out with George and Claire Kittle clubbing.
Whoop,
But the
whoop.
question is like where? It didn't really say. Did it say
In
San
LA.
Francisco?
It said in LA. It
Okay.
said
in the thing I
the
saw, it
name
didn't
of the
say.
club, I thought.
It did, but I didn't look up the club. It's got like a funky name.
Yeah, it does have a funky
It's like
name.
Tutti Fruities.
Yeah. It
not
literally
literally
is
that,
something
but-
like that. Wait, let me see because I sent it to you.
Yeah, you just sent it to me. Wait, you just sent it to me. Why is it here?
Bird Streets Club.
there we go.
Bird Streets Club.
Bird Streets. It says
oh.
Swift exit. Taylor and Travis sneak out of Bird Streets Club at 2 a.m. after partying with George and Claire Kittle.
Yeah.
Where's it say? L.A.
It doesn't. The fuck?
People are like
Location.
People are like Skittles want to go to the wedding so bad. They're like talking shit. It's
This
like,
it says West Hollywood.
got it.
Exclusive.
West Hollywood.
I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. It says
Pink
exclusive
Pony
members
Club.
only social club and restaurant in West Hollywood, known
Cool.
for its luxurious multi-level atmosphere and celebrity clientele.
Ooh, social clubs. I feel like that's the only thing she can do
Yeah.
these days, you know? And
It's like
and-
members only clubs.
Yeah, and they're popping up more than ever. Like everything is a social club now. Like all the hot spots are, you know, and I guess it's a good way to keep, you know, keep the places from getting too crowded from people talking about it on TikTok and stuff. But at the same time, it's just like everything's so expensive. It's like,
yeah.
I hate having to pay to party, you know?
Right?
It's very annoying. It's always annoyed me. Even in like when if you were a girl, you didn't have to pay a cover at the door, and guys always had to pay a cover. Like that also is annoying.
I don't get, unless you're a celebrity like Taylor Swift, like I don't get being a part of like a social members club. I guess for like, you know, publicity,
for status.
For like status.
It's a status thing, which like, yeah, cool. But I don't know. You know, with the exception of the one place I still would like to be a member of.
Chez Margot,
but they laughed in my face, deleted my email probably. But
I saw a girl get like PR from them. Did you see that?
Ew, they're sending PR?
Apparently. I don't know if she's like a member and they sent her PR, but like they sent her,
What was
it? Was like slippers and something else.
Oh, yeah. She has to be.
She has to be a member. Yeah.
Well, that's cute then if it's members.
Yeah,
you get little gifts. But yeah, so they're out and about, hanging out, and I actually love to hear that. And so yeah, this person was like, "Oh, the Kittles want to be invited to the wedding so badly." I'm like, the Kittles are 100 trillion billion% invited to the wedding.
Yeah,
George Kittle does tight end you with Travis.
Yeah, they're like best friends.
Yeah, and they're very close. And yeah, you're crazy for not thinking they'd be there, whoever that was. Maybe they're just
I think they were just making a joke.
They must have been, yeah.
They said Skittles want to go to the wedding so bad.
Yeah, I thought Skittles was like mean, you know, like making fun of them.
Yeah, but then she said, this is a joke, by the way. Of course they're getting invited, but the North then she said, but the North remembers Claire being shady to Travis and hanging out with Cactus. Like, we can't deny she's been shading Travis and hasn't had particularly nice things to say about Tay. The North remembers.
Interesting.
Claire Kittle's shady?
Well, count your days, Claire. No, I'm kidding. I honestly don't care about that.
Yeah, I don't remember hearing anything about.
Maybe she was friendly with Kayla and then was
I'm
still
in
friendly
the camp
after
of like,
the breakup. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly. That's like the thing with like, if Taylor's friends with them, she's friends with them for a reason.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm not bothered by it. Also, I don't like that. I don't like the constant conversation around like, if you're friends with this person, you can't be friends with this person. I don't like that. People, you're an adult. Like, you can be friends with whoever you want to be friends with. Like, it's stupid as fuck. But yeah, so they're out and about clubbing. Good for them. Happy to hear it.
Very fun.
Seems like Taylor has been spending majority of her time in LA. Like, she's just been over there.
Yeah.
And I don't blame her because, again, New York is so fucking disgusting right now. Why would she ever be here?
So gross. And I would assume, like, you know, with all the Super Bowl stuff going on, that like it was probably easier for her to be over there since Travis is over there. And yeah, like you said, the weather sucks over here.
Yeah, there's no
LA
reason
is
to be
definitely
here.
way better right now.
Totally. Happy for her, happy for them. Hope they're having fun.
Yeah.
And looking forward to seeing videos and pictures of George and Claire ripping it up at the wedding, hopefully.
Yeah, seriously.
We also had an update on the Justin Baldoni Blake Lively case.
Boop.
They are from what, as far as I can tell, all the different things I was reading, the trial is still happening. But what happened today is they're in New York City and they had to come have a meeting, a potential like settlement meeting to discuss like the proceedings. So I guess ultimately though, like Blake Lively, these are all things I'm just reading. I don't know where all these sources are coming from. I know that this meeting happened today, but this is what people were saying about the meeting itself, is that they have to have this kind of meeting. It's like a mandatory meeting to discuss like an upcoming trial. And the question is whether or not they can come to a settlement, but I guess it's already been determined that they will not be settling and they will be going to court. So I guess this is kind of just like a paperwork type meeting.
Okay.
Like show face, acknowledge this is happening, and now we move forward with the courts. So that's the impression that I got.
Right. Like one last like, hey, before we really do this.
Yeah. Like are you sure we can't just figure this out?
Yeah.
I think that's the tone it sounds. Right. It was happening in New York City. Blake arrived on her own, looking fabulous in a really cool outfit.
Great.
She looked awesome.
Yeah.
Great outfit. Cool. Justin arrived with his wife, hand in hand, to yet again manipulate us into thinking that women stand by him when they don't. So
seriously.
Whatever. Fuck you, Justin. I hope you get everything you deserve.
And they were both wearing forest green coats.
Were they?
Yeah, did you not see that?
I didn't even notice.
Oh my god,
matching coats?
That's like the only thing I saw about the whole thing was like that they were wearing like the same color coats. They were like Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni by accidentally matched.
I thought you meant Justin and his wife.
Oh no.
No, Blake and Blake and Justin Baldoni have the same fucking coat on.
Yeah,
basically.
like they're wearing like the same like.
No, that's embarrassing. they're like are complimentary of each other.
No, it's very much
They're colorways.
Yeah, they're very much like kind of twinning, which is insane.
And just so you guys know that
I knew I shouldn't have worn my forest green jacket.
Yeah, like fuck,
babe, I told you.
She has like a sage colored suit on, oversized suit.
Very cool
and
outfit.
He has on and he has on like a dark
like an
sage,
olive green,
much better. Wool coat. And I was just gonna say, so you guys know that I am real. I'm real as fuck, and I'm not just a hater for no reason. I love this outfit on Justin Baldoni. I'm sorry. This is a great outfit on him. That's a great outfit on him.
I mean, it's really basic.
It's really basic, but this is the exact kind of like clean look I love. Yeah. And you know who has a jacket similar? Feidelberg has that nice jacket.
Yeah.
That I'm always asking.
A good pea coat.
Yeah.
It's very necessary in a man's
similar
closet.
Color. The color is really trendy right now.
I really like Blake's outfit, honestly.
I love Blake's.
The pop of pink. It looks like
great.
The pink collar is so cute.
And her bag is so chic. Suede bag. Looks like maybe a Bottega.
Classy and chic.
Gorgeous.
She's got a little Chanel backpack as well.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Slung over her shoulder.
Yeah.
Wow. And it's probably full of court documents.
It's full of secrets.
Yeah, it's full of receipts.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's how you know we're not fake. Justin Baldoni is looking good. And his
wife,
you
have a nice coat, Justin.
His wife also looks beautiful, unfortunately. They did it up big for their big moment with the Paps. And just know that it doesn't matter how nice he looks in his coat. He's a piece of shit. So
yeah, legit.
We
see right through your funky hat.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, we see right through your funky coat.
Exactly. Thank you, Gia, for reminding the people, because it seems like people have been asking, what's that?
A hat.
Crazy.
Coat.
Funky junky hat, oversleeved hair slightly,
trying to look like Keira Knightley. We've been there, we've done that. We see right through your funky hat.
Yeah, we see right through it. So, shout out to Selena Gomez.
Shout out. Always keep an eye out for Selena.
Always keep an eye out for Selena, and never let your guard down. Yeah. Into non-Taylor stuff, but still kind of Taylor adjacent. Zayn.
Wait, did you want to talk about Bachelorette?
Oh my God, I forgot entirely. Yes, I did. Wow, I skipped right over it talking about the rumors.
Right.
For those who are fans of the Bachelorette/Bachelor universe and The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Crossover of the century.
Woo! That is exactly me. I am the target audience. I love both of those shows. Well, The Bachelor, obviously, everybody knows that's fallen off over the last few seasons. That's why we haven't been doing Cutting Stems in forever. I mean, the girls, I think, do a little recap. Trent, we fell off the face of the earth.
Where is he?
We have no idea where Trent is. I haven't seen Trent in years.
Yeah.
So we're just
Where are you, Trent?
Where are you, Trent? He's literally, by the way,
in
like 20
Long
blocks
Island?
out from me.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
He moved to my neighborhood, and I am always like, "Hey, Trent," but I never
like a
fucking
funny
see his ass.
Or funny video of you trying to find Trent,
looking for Trent.
Yeah.
And near me. Anyway, so but
yes,
we've got the new Bachelorette season coming up, and I am very excited, and people are really excited because we have Taylor Frankie Paul starring as the Bachelorette on the show, and the promo video finally dropped featuring "Look What You Made Me Do" by Taylor Swift.
Wow,
Austin.
Never would I expect
Never
them to okay for Bachelorette, ABC.
Never,
I don't
never.
know. But I guess ABC is Disney.
ABC here, yeah, right. ABC is Disney, and also I think /wonder/hope. Maybe Taylor's a Mormon Wives fan,
right?
Because Taylor Frankie Paul, you love her on the show. She's a mess, and yes,
she's a lovable mess.
She's a lovable mess,
yeah.
And it's just a lot of bad things happen to her all the time. She's not a bad person, she's never in the drama making people feel like shit. It just always happens upon her, and she's stuck in this horrible relationship with a baby daddy and Dakota, whatever. So I'm very, very excited to watch this journey.
I'm very excited.
It seems to be it seems to me like they're trying to reformat it a little bit. The promo is very traditional at first, where she's in the gown, walking down a long hallway with roses around or whatever, and then all of a sudden she comes up as if she's inside of a painting and breaks through the glass, and then she's wearing normal clothes.
Yeah.
She's I just need to be me and find somebody. So
but
I'm
it's
curious.
All of her it's Taylor Frankie Paul, all the headlines.
It's very
and
reputation.
Stuff. It's very reputation.
It's the Mormon Wives threesome scandal. It's all shit that. Swingers.
It's actually pretty good. I thought it was
it's well done. I think.
I thought it was cute.
Yeah. The green screen when she's walking in the beginning is terrible. I think she's probably walking on a treadmill. It's really obvious that she's uncomfortable. They did her dirty with that, but the idea is good, and it really does well with the music.
Yeah.
So shout out. And I'm sad. I will be watching. We will be watching.
I will be watching for sure.
I don't know if we're gonna bring back Cutting Stems. We were talking about maybe doing it, but again, Trent fell off the face of the earth, so who knows?
Well, you guys can just do it. You three, can't you?
True, we can.
Yeah.
But it was always fun with Trent.
Yeah.
We like
Trent
adds
like
yeah,
the
we
man.
like to keep the OG in there.
Right.
But we'll see. Who knows? It's a couple months away still.
I do feel like Taylor has at least watched a couple seasons of The Bachelor, Bachelorette, right?
Listen, she's a 36-year-old woman.
Yeah,
she's watched The Bachelor.
Yeah,
she's watched The Bachelor over time. Like the Bachelor was the number one. Like I know that anybody listening now is probably like that show's still on. You know what I mean? Like people, it really, really fell off in like the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
But before that, it was the number one show on TV. Like it was like Survivor and The Bachelor.
Yeah,
and that's all you were watching, and you were locked in.
We used to have like Bachelor nights like in my sorority house.
Oh yeah,
and,
us
like
too.
Everybody would go and watch it. It's crazy.
I would do that in high school. When I got my license, we would like every Monday or Tuesday. It depended on the day, depending on the time of year. Sometimes Paradise on Tuesdays, whatever. We would pick somebody's house to like drive to and
That's
watch.
Fun, yeah.
It was so fun, and like whoever's mom was there was always into it. Like it was just a good vibes, good times. And so I do hope that we can get back to that spot. So random. Did you see Chris Harrison, who is no longer a part of The Bachelor if you've been out of the universe for too long? It's Jesse Palmer now is the host. But Chris Harrison is like starting some other dating show on a different network that's like traditional love. It's like it's like a trad wife show.
Oh Jesus. That's not surprising coming from him.
It really isn't. But here's the thing with Chris Harrison. He's slippery. He is a grifter. Like he doesn't actually. He's not like a trad husband. Like he's not even into that. He knows what where the ratings are.
Yeah.
It's going to be called. It says now casting dating for a traditional marriage. It doesn't actually. It's traditional love is what it looks like the name it's going to be. It says Chris Harrison is back hosting a brand new dating series. A prominent streaming service is casting single men and women who want a traditional marriage-minded partnership built on commitment and shared values. We're looking for singles who believe in clear roles, long-term commitment, and building a life together, and who are dating with real intention.
Yikes!
I mean, read through
clear
the lines
roles.
there. Yeah, read through the lines.
Get to the kitchen.
Major network, so major streaming service. So
interesting.
It wouldn't be Hulu, so it would have
because
it'd probably be Netflix.
Netflix.
Yeah. Wow. So I'm curious to see how that happens, and it's going to be a mess. Like that will be. And I bet it'll be a success. Like, I bet it's going to be gangbusters. I'll tune into that.
I mean, that type of stuff, I could see it on, like, TLC. You know? Like, that's, like, the type of stuff that I feel like they do.
Aren't TLC
Maybe
stuff
they already do
Disney?
Farmer Wants a Wife. Oh, is that
like
Disney?
Is TLC on Hulu? Like, if you were to watch TLC. Because I know, like, FX is Hulu.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Let me look it up. Who
could it could be HBO.
TLC.
HBO does,
Warner
like,
Brothers. Island. Warner Brothers.
That's HBO. No.
Yeah, CNN. Yeah, HBO, TNT, TBS, Animal Planet, like things of that nature. Discovery Channel, Food Network.
So that's all HBO.
Yeah.
Interesting. It is.
So
now
I guess
because
it's
of the
HBO.
because of the latest purchase. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, like I said, I'm a Chris Harrison. You know, I grew up on Chris Harrison.
Yeah.
And I think that he had. When he got kicked off The Bachelor after having like what was clearly some sort of lapse of mind. Do you remember what happened?
Yeah.
Where he was interviewing Rachel Lindsay, previous Bachelorette, about Rachel Kirkconnell, who was a contestant on The Bachelor, won The Bachelor with Matt James, lovely person.
I think Rachel, well, it doesn't really matter, but I think Rachel was interviewing Chris.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. It was like her radio show.
Yeah.
But no, sorry. The reason I'm bringing it up is because they were discussing Rachel Kirkconnell's during college, she went to like an antebellum party. She's from Atlanta, and she was dressed up in like a big dress, and a picture resurfaced in the middle of the season with her and Matt. And Matt is a black man, and so it became a larger conversation about race. And Chris Harrison, knowing already, we did not know that Rachel won.
Yeah.
Rachel won the season. We didn't know. Chris Harrison obviously knew that.
Yeah.
So he's talking to Rachel Lindsay, who is kind of like, she was pretty unforgiving about it.
Yeah.
And it was during COVID, so everything was heightened, and it was like, this is crazy, unacceptable, whatever. And Chris Harrison was trying to be like, well, in college, whatever. He was like making a little bit of an excuse for it, but ultimately, I think what he wanted to say was like, we need to stop being so hard on people. But it came out instead like, why are we caring about this? Like, this is ridiculous to care about.
Yeah.
And he totally missed the mark, and he sounded like an old man.
Yeah, I just remember him being like really like abrasive.
It was. Yeah. He like yelled at her.
Yeah.
He like, yelled at Rachel Lindsay, and it was such a bad look. It was a bad vibe, and I had never seen Chris Harrison act like that.
Yeah, it was weird.
So I thought that he was going to get, like, he put out an apology, and everybody said that was a bad apology. Then he put out a second apology, and everyone said that was even worse, low-key.
Yeah.
Because now it just seems like you put out a second apology because you didn't, whatever. And then ABC fired him. And I still to this day, I'm not sure if I agree with that choice, only because Chris Harrison never once in his life stepped out of line and said something crazy like that. And I feel like it wasn't, like, I watched it back recently, and it wasn't as egregious as I remembered, but it was definitely like, okay.
Yeah.
If he said it now, he would not be fired.
Right.
But in like 2020, yeah, you're fired. Like, it was a crazy conversation he had with Rachel Lindsay. I don't know. It was nuts. I don't know what the fuck that was. But regardless, I am interested to see what this holds, and even more interested to see what happens with Taylor Frankie Paul as the Bachelorette. Because I am here for the Venn diagram of reality shows and dating shows. Like, get more like I want Jessie from Mormon Wives to get a divorce next, and then she can come on and be the next Bachelorette.
Yeah,
combine all those shows. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, that would be fun.
So yeah, maybe more Taylor music as it comes out. Speaking of people being fired, Jill Zarin fired, and I will jump on her grave all fucking day. Like, I can't stomp on her grave hard enough. Jill Zarin, of course, we talked about her last episode. She had that super tone deaf video she posted after the Super Bowl halftime performance about Bad Bunny. Speak English.
Said she didn't see any white people.
No white people are here. While she and then she said Lady Gaga got a facelift so bad she didn't recognize her.
Yeah.
Clearly she's not looking in the mirror.
And then she like doubled down on it. It was like, well, half of America agrees with what I said. It's like,
She's
yeah,
crazy.
well, because half of America's racist.
Right, exactly. And it's like, also, by the way, half America did not agree with what you said. The overwhelming majority disagrees with what you say. So the 10 DMs you got backing you up is not all of America, Jill Zarin. And so, for a little background, I didn't realize that they had this upcoming show. Jill Zarin's been trying to get back into reality TV for years, and they don't want her because she's problematic. And they finally came to an agreement. They were going to bring them back for Real Houses in New York. Jill Zarin was being a bitch about her contract or whatever, so then they settled on Ultimate Girls Trip, which was a flop. And then now they've come back for it's like the golden years of I forget what it's called. It's like golden something, where it's like the OG New York girls and also other housewives, like the older ones from season 1 and 2, which Jill Zarin is one of. And that's coming, and I guess it took them so long to work out contracts with that. And Jill has just been the center of all the issues around the planning. It's gonna be put on by the E Network.
Okay.
And so they fired her. They heard all this stuff, and they put out a statement Jill Zarin is no longer a part of this project. Good riddance. Let's see.
I mean, it's just insane. You just gotta I don't know. I mean, yeah, she deserves to be fired.
She deserves to be fired. It's just a crazy.
It's we're gonna have this blatant racist woman on our.
Yes, it says Jill Zarin, an original cast member of the Real Housewives of New York City, has been fired from the E reunion series The Golden Life. That's what it was gonna be called, after going on a racist tirade over Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah.
In light of recent public comments made by Jill Zarin, Blink 49 Studios has decided to not move forward with her involvement in The Golden Life. We remain committed to delivering the series in line with our company standards and values.
Yeah. Bye.
And yeah, it's bye, bitch, whatever. And we knew the writing was on the wall with that once we saw every single other woman, Dorinda, Luann, Sonia, all the other housewives that are involved in that project, immediately.
We're
we do not agree with Jill.
We do not agree with
Jill. We want nothing to do with that, whatever.
Yeah.
I saw so many tweets that were Ramona's team has her phone locked in a box and threw it in the ocean during the halftime
that's
show.
Funny.
So she wouldn't get herself fired from the show that hasn't even started yet.
And I love Sonia posting the Latin community loves me.
Yes, she goes. I have a large Latina following.
Yeah.
And then Luann posted 1,000 photos with gay and Latina men.
Yeah.
It's okay, Luann, whatever. And
very
that's fine.
Funny.
I guess Jill also had said we can use this drama as the opener. I'm okay with that. Incorporate it in the show. And
this
they
isn't
said,
drama.
No,
it's racist. Racism.
It also is just something that it's those are not behaviors that we need to broadcast or sympathize with. Like, because they're unacceptable behaviors to have.
Drama is like, there's a right and a wrong. There's two sides to every story.
Yeah.
Like, that's just blatant, like, bad behavior.
She's just being gross. Yeah. And why would you ever platform someone that is inherently hateful and gross? And and platform them to potentially get fans that agree with them and stuff. It's like, what are we doing?
Two toots, Jill.
Bye. No one's upset.
Yeah.
But you were right. Oh, Bethany really flying under the radar. I saw that video that she deleted.
It was crazy.
She posted a video and
she said
that
like
she
not
deleted.
the same thing that Jill said, but
I felt it was a little more like read through the lines.
Yeah.
But it had the same message.
Yeah, totally. She's just like, why does it have to be like political? Like, why? Like, where's the line? Like,
that was her thing. Yeah, where's the line? We do this, and then there's this, and now we've got Bad Bunny, and now we've got this. Like, but it was quick,
political. It's just annoying.
Very, very.
And then she immediately deleted it, and then re-uploaded a new video, being like, "I love Bad Bunny. Yep. It was so good."
Yep. And people are wise to it. Like, people are like, "All right, Bethany," but I don't think she was involved. I don't think she's involved with this new reboot at all.
Yeah.
She's out. She like hates Bravo, Housewives, everything now. Another entertainment update for the people in the biz. The Wasserman agency, Casey Wasserman, I believe is his first name.
Yeah, I think so.
All over the Epstein files, Casey Wasserman. And so
Shocker.
People that are represented by his firm are leaving because they obviously don't align with whatever the fuck. Even if you're in the files, like, I don't know. I don't care what capacity. If it's looking bad, I can't imagine that it's going to end up being okay. So I applaud people for having the, I guess, bravery / they're sticking to their guns.
Yeah.
What's the right word? The gumption, the
moral standards.
Yeah, moral compass to leave a place like that. And Chappell Roan left them, and so did Chelsea Handler, which is huge. Chelsea Handler, obviously Chappell is always she's always on it when it comes to I'm gonna look up her statement, Chappell's.
Yeah, so I guess this guy, Casey Wasserman, it said, had carried on a flirtatious relationship with convicted sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell, the accomplice of Jeffrey Epstein. And that's,
Chappell Roan's statement says, as of today, I am no longer represented by Wasserman, the talent agency led by Casey Wasserman. I hold my teams to the highest standards and have a duty to protect them as well. No artist, agent, or employee should ever be expected to defend or overlook actions that conflict so deeply with our own moral values. I have deep respect and appreciation for the agents and staff who work tirelessly for their artists, and I refuse to passively stand by. Artists deserve representation that aligns with their values and supports their safety and dignity. This decision reflects on my belief that meaningful change in our industry requires accountability and leadership that earns trust. Very well said by Chappell Roan.
Interesting. It says, though the DOJ hasn't accused Wasserman of any wrongdoing, the DOJ hasn't accused anyone of any wrongdoing.
I would say that means nothing, but okay.
One of the emails in question included an offer for a massage from Maxwell. Very interesting.
Abby Wambach also left.
Anyone that's having a flirtatious conversation with Ghislaine Maxwell definitely is getting into some shit.
It really. And apparently now, too, the Wasserman agency has removed their artist roster list from the music section of their website.
Interesting.
Abby Wambach, the soccer player, has left. I want to look up Chelsea's, because we love Chelsea here.
Yeah, we do love her.
She's a Taylor Watch fan.
Yeah.
Shit, why can't I find her? It wasn't on Twitter.
Yeah, let me see.
It was a very similarly worded
I don't see anything about her
Chelsea Handler
putting out like a statement or anything.
I swear to God, I read it.
Just said they had a fallout.
Sorry, this is crazy. I swear to God, I saw her put it, I was on her story. It was like, sometimes even if your career is going great, you have to make these tough decisions. It was like a whole.
All I'm getting are these Facebook articles.
Wait, that's so nuts.
Yeah, I don't know.
Facebook. Celebrities cut ties. Newsweek.
Yeah, I don't know. Or Orville Peck also dropped him.
Oh, wow.
In light of recent findings regarding Casey Wasserman, I've made the decision to no longer be represented by the Wasserman Talent Agency. Interesting. But yeah, it doesn't say anything about Chelsea Handler.
Chelsea Cutler. You know what? Maybe Chelsea Cutler, who I also follow, and maybe that's who I saw.
Dropkick Murphys.
Maybe I saw Chelsea Cutler, not Chelsea Handler.
Oh.
Because she says, we are living through a pivotal moment in history where we are repeatedly expected to desensitize ourselves and normalize things that are unequivocally wrong. I am deeply troubled by the idea of perpetuating this normalization and tolerance.
Yeah, it's Chelsea Cutler.
Although that's not what I don't know what I saw. I would have bet my life.
When I looked up Chelsea Handler Wasserman, it says that she signed to UTA.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know what I saw. I'm sorry, y'all.
WME.
Maybe it must have been Chelsea Cutler that I saw. Regardless, proud and happy for those who made a difficult decision like that, especially if you're like a younger / newer artist.
Yeah.
Not saying that that's like what you should do in every scenario, but this Epstein shit, I would.
You don't want any
as far
relations.
Away as
I mean, it's just disgusting.
Someone
like these people are like legitimately evil.
No, it's the sickest stuff.
Yeah.
And we're at the point, right, where people aren't accusing it of being fake, right? Like there was a point at the beginning where stories were coming out, and I
think people always will be like, that's AI.
The like freaks.
Yeah.
Were like, well, actually, those were all like 911 calls that were like proven wrong, and they're with no credibility. People just calling in and lying and whatever. I was like, I don't think so.
No, there's like
I'm pretty sure these are court testimonials.
And there's like witnesses. Like there was like I forget. Pam Bondi was like getting interviewed today, and
that's what I saw.
Yeah, and he basically was like, you haven't even bothered to interview the witness who like said that she saw, or like who said that Donald Trump raped them.
Yeah.
Pam Bondi hasn't even like looked into it at all.
I saw a graphic, and I hesitate to say if it was real or not, but it said something like, if we try everyone or prosecute everyone on the Epstein files, then the entire system will collapse. And people were like, yeah, bitch, that's the point. Like, hello. Yeah. I don't need the world run by
I don't want the system. Ring. Yeah, literally.
What
like
the fuck are we doing
pedophiles.
Here? Did you see the thing I sent last night about Justice Unlimited 2?
Yeah, I was trying to look more into that, and I couldn't like see if it was real or not.
That's where I get so frustrated, because I understand. I feel like I'm pretty good at, especially news articles with stuff like that, like not totally believing everything at face value. But whatever I was reading last night was really legit, and it looked like a legit source. Yeah. So that's why, like, if that ends up not being true, I guess it was not limited to, it was just Justice. Once it switched over to Justice, Jeff Epstein's like company or whatever bought Justice, and so people were saying that like it's a kids clothing company, for those who I think you guys know. But oh, what a mess! What a mess! But shout out to Chapel Roan, shout out to Chelsea Cutler, and everybody else, Abby Wambach, everybody else who's
Dropkick Murphys
who's making the right choices. Yeah. We also have Britney Spears has sold her catalog.
Ooh.
Which my first instinct on this was, oh no, who's taking advantage of Britney Spears?
Yeah.
But then I did a little more research, and she sold the catalog to her music catalog, if that wasn't obvious, to a company, whatever they're called, independent, like equity, whatever, called Primary Wave. And they all, for an undisclosed amount, but the guess is around $200 million. And which feels low to me, but
yeah,
okay.
I saw like low 9 figures.
Yeah, and so the other catalogs that this agency or whatever owns are Whitney Houston, Prince, and Stevie Nicks.
Wow.
So that actually made me feel a little better about it, because I feel like Stevie Nicks would never get wrapped up in something that was nefarious. I'm surprised that she sold
her catalog.
I am too. Maybe her individual versus Fleetwood Mac. Like, who has Fleetwood Mac?
Yeah, I don't know.
Them.
How interesting.
I know, right?
I mean, I'm not surprised that Britney sold her catalog. I mean, Katy Perry did that. Justin Bieber did it.
A lot of people do it. I wonder when
they need the money.
Yeah, is that why?
Probably.
Like, is that why people do it, or is it so it's like out of your hands? Like, I'm
why would
not
you
making
sell
anymore.
your catalog unless you needed the money? You know what I mean? Like, that's your work. That's everything
to be used anywhere.
I mean, yeah, and I always just take it so personally, because like Taylor took it so personally.
Of course,
but like, maybe she just doesn't have like that much of an emotional attachment to it.
Maybe not.
I wouldn't. I would understand if not. You know, it's a lot of those songs and a lot of that time in her life was a lot of trauma. So maybe she was just like, putting my pop star career behind me, gonna use the money to help my kids or something. I don't know.
For sure, definitely.
You know,
my question really though is like, does that mean if someone's selling their catalog, does that mean that they're like not coming out with more music ever?
No, I think that means you come out with more music, but like you don't own.
But then future music doesn't belong to you either.
I would assume not.
Right.
But I'm not 100% sure on that.
Well, let's just hope these primary wave people are nice. Let's see.
Whitney Houston.
But here's the thing. You think about Whitney Houston and her estate.
Yeah,
that was a mess.
They sold everything, right?
Yeah, and like her stuff and her because of Bobby Brown. And she, drugs and abuse and whatever. So who knows? But then also Prince. I feel like Prince. I'm not saying Prince had like shady backdoor deals, but I'm not sure about like, I feel like Prince was kind of an Elvis Presley where he was propped up a little bit more than he should have been. I might be wrong about that, but that's always the impression I got when people talk about Prince, where he was kind of like
worked to the bone
a little bit, but at the same time still very much like in his own world. I might be misrepresenting Prince right now.
Well, when I think about like Prince and Whitney and Stevie, like I don't really think about like their music being like pushed everywhere or used in inappropriate times and, mishandled.
Exactly.
So,
and that is what gives me faith in this for Britney. So hopefully that's fine. And
Prince
honestly,
night and Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, that's
so
right.
Maybe they'll have a Britney Spears night.
Wouldn't that be one? Wouldn't that be
that would
great?
Be sick. Yeah.
I would love that.
That would go so hard.
Toxic? How hard would Toxic? A Toxic Tango?
Hit Me Baby one more time. That would go so good. Even like
Dancing
Womanizer.
With the Stars, you can have one for free.
Legit.
For real though.
Womanizer. Yeah, like that would go so. Just what you are. Yeah.
Love.
I actually just watched a TikTok and this girl's like, I'm going to convince you in the next like 5 minutes that Blackout is the best pop album of all time.
That's amazing.
And I was like, honestly,
and she made a good case.
She makes such a good point.
Hell yeah. Love that. But congrats to Britney Spears then on the big payday.
Yeah.
What I was about to say is that I wouldn't hate if it came out that her new best friends, Khloe, Kim, and the rest of the Kardashian sisters helped her out with this deal.
I thought you were going to say Khloe, Sophia, and Marcus. Chloe, Kim, yeah.
Because they've been hanging out with Britney, and they are, they are friends with all these industry people. And
right.
I feel at this point they probably have a judge of who's bad.
Maybe Kim's
and who's
her lawyer.
Good. Kim could be her lawyer. Like, whatever. That's all fine. Like, I'm here for that. Yeah. What was Kim doing? She was getting interviewed somewhere, and she's just, I always forget how like type A Kim is, and how when she is doing interviews about stuff like what was she doing? She was on a carpet getting interviewed about like how you're supposed to feel about certain things, or how did you feel in this? And she's like, I don't know, I just got over it. Like she said something like, you got to get over it, and I forget what it was, but I always forget how like blunt she is until I see something like that.
She definitely
does not give a fuck.
Yeah, she doesn't give a fuck. And I mean, even just being like, yeah, I listen to Taylor Swift, like just so bluntly and like normally.
She loves to rewrite history. She is creating her own narrative, and I do respect that to a certain extent. Pop off queen. Okay, shall we get into voicemails? That wraps up our topics.
Let's do it.
Do it right. Lick it good.
Suck this pussy just like you should.
Right now.
You know that's Kia?
What?
My Neck, My Back is Kia from the Kia Asylum.
Wait, shut up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, it's by Kia.
Now that whole phrase does not make sense to me because that song goes hard.
Yeah, like, but it's like you have that one song and then like you never like make it to big.
Else?
Yeah, exactly.
I love that song.
Yeah.
It's such a dumb song, but I love it.
But that's Kia for you.
Like gross.
Okay, let's jump into voicemails.
Perf.
Hi, Kelly and Gia. This is Anna from North Carolina.
Hey,
I love your guys' show. I've listened since the very beginning. I look forward to it every week, and I was super bummed when you guys went away for a while, but now you're back.
Yay.
And I'm so excited for that. I hope you guys have a good trip. I know you're going somewhere with Bumble. I think Kelly said on the other podcast.
Yes, Austin.
I've been listening
February
to that you're on, Kelly. Either way, super glad to hear that you guys are back and have been enjoying listening since you've been back as well. With the Opalite music video, you guys talked about the patient for the encore. I was just wondering if you saw the theory that maybe it was her announcing she was going back on tour again, and that it was an encore of Showgirl because she was going to be on stage again. So I was wondering what you thought about that, and if you saw like the number 12/12, and if that meant maybe an announcement next 12/12 Saturday, and that's when she announced tours. I think that would be a really, ahead of time to announce it, but I'm not sure. Okay, that's all. Thanks. Love you guys. Bye-bye.
Love you so much. And wow, my wheels are turning now. I didn't even consider that.
I'm not sure what she meant by 12:12 though.
Because of the clocks. The clock in
the Opalite music video.
Opalite music video, I think at the bar.
Okay, was that was on 12:12?
Or the TV channel?
I thought it was on 3:12 or 12:12 maybe. You're right.
The TV channels, I think one was on channel 3 and one was on channel 12, and then I think there was also a clock that said 12:12.
Right, okay.
Because there was something with TV channels as well. Like the TV channel with Greta Lee on it, I think was like a 3, and the TV channel that Jodie Turner-Smith was on was like a 12.
Right.
And then there was 12:12 on a clock. I think that's
interesting.
Or it might be flipped, like channel 12, channel 3. I forget.
Yeah. Oh, okay. The alarm clock was set to 12:12.
Yeah.
Interesting.
On the nightstand.
And she announced her 12th album at exactly 12:12 a.m. on August 12th.
Oh. So we're just collecting 12s.
Yeah. So I don't know. To me, 12:12 means like 12th album.
Yes.
But
I have no idea about 12:12. That's not really what I took from that conversation. From that voicemail, what I took from it is the possibility of an encore being a short stint of shows.
Yeah.
And here's now my wheels are turning the other way. If Travis agrees to another year of the NFL, I think that's equally likely for Taylor to do a short, intimate gatherings, Life of a Showgirl acoustic set, buy your tickets through venues only.
I mean, that's a great idea. I would love that.
I know, me too.
And if we
sessions.
Recall, remember that serious
Spotify session, like how Miley did and the girls went to.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
Spotify.
But if we remember that Sirius XM guy was like, "You're up for a next tour, Taylor Swift."
That's right, and we thought he was doing a typo, like he was AI.
But maybe he was onto something.
A verbal typo.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And I really did not think about that, but yeah.
But I don't know. I just have such a hard time believing that she would do anything unless it is something of that nature, like a smaller, but like she's so fucking popular that
how
can
would
you even
get
do that?
Tickets, right?
Yeah, like you would have to do a million shows.
Well, John Mayer did it. He did like an intimate sessions.
John Mayer, poo-poo.
True, and also he did it so
Love
many
him
years.
down, but
right. But he also did it so many years after he had he had albums come out, and then he did this. You know, it wasn't the height of his career,
right?
When he did those like smaller venue, or maybe I don't know. John Mayer. Well, should we call a John Mayer fan?
Call him up. I don't know. I just feel like I have a hard time believing
they might be recording.
Yeah, I just have a hard time believing that she would do anything in terms of touring, just because she was so adamant about how physically exhausting it was and mentally and all that stuff. So I don't know, a year or less after it ended would be wild.
Yeah,
but
it would.
Taylor is always, she's always on to the next thing. Always has her
finger on the pulse.
Yeah, exactly. So
she, I do not expect the Eras tour. I think that really is what it is. It's not going to be the Eras tour coming back. But whatever, if there is some sort of ticketed performance encore, that will shake the world.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
That'd be nuts.
Yeah, but definitely got to keep our eyes peeled for something.
To an acoustic, intimate night of the Life of a Showgirl.
Are you serious?
Her playing
I would die
Honey on
for
guitar.
that. Yeah.
You can call me honey if you want, because I'm the one you want.
I'm the one you want. It gives you different meaning, cause you mean it when you talk. We can play house, we can bed down, pick me up. Who's the baddest in the land? What's the plan?
What's the plan?
You could be my forever nightstand, honey. Now, whenever I hear nightstand, I always think about the physical nightstand from that girl who called us, which is so funny.
That is so hilarious. I forgot about that.
Okay, cool. Next one.
Yeah, keep opening
my
phone.
Hi, Kelly. Hi, Gia. This is Haley. Hope you guys have an amazing day, an amazing weekend. Love the podcast.
Oh, my God, thank you.
I love the Super Bowl halftime show. It was amazing.
Yay.
Love the commercials, all that. My question is for you girls. With Coachella being 2 months away, if
I forgot about Coachella.
Taylor Swift were to ever perform at Coachella, what do you guys think her top 5 songs would be that she would play? Love to know you guys' answer on Thursdays. Have a great day. Love the podcast. Love you girls. Bye.
Love you.
Bye.
Thanks, Haley.
Wait, now I'm scared. Is Taylor Swift going to perform at Coachella?
Wait, who's even headlining? I don't even remember.
I want to say like Justin Bieber.
Yeah, low-key it might be.
Like Sabrina?
I think it low-key is Justin Bieber.
I think Sabrina, Justin Bieber,
yeah,
and like Cher.
Sabrina, Justin Bieber, and Karol G.
Karol G. Hey.
Oh, Addison Rae's performing at Coachella.
Let's go.
Somber. Wow.
Wow. Good lineup.
Cat's Eye.
Do you think Taylor Swift would perform Life of a Showgirl with Sabrina at Coachella?
I don't know. This is like Sabrina's big moment. She's headlining.
But wouldn't she bring out all of her besties though? It would steal thunder.
That'd be
probably.
crazy. I could see Taylor going.
Totally.
And like supporting.
Totally. She didn't go last year, remember? But she did go the year before with Travis.
Yes.
Infamously.
So top 5 songs.
Oh yeah.
You think she would play? Love Story.
Love Story for sure.
And then maybe
we gotta go newer too.
Remember, Cruel Summer.
I don't know if she'd play Cruel Summer again.
What? Really?
Again? It's like we're Cruel Summer'd out.
Yeah, but that's like one of her biggest songs, I just think she does like her biggest songs ever.
I guess. I would think
Blank Space.
See, I don't know. I think that's like saying 22, she's not going to do 22. I think we have to think more along the lines of like Anti-Hero, like in the new.
Well, she definitely do Fate of Ophelia.
Yes,
no doubt.
Yes,
Fate of Ophelia, sure. Maybe even Opalite. Let's do 2 showgirl songs. So Fate of Ophelia, Opalite.
Definitely those 2.
We'll do Anti-Hero.
Anti-Hero, I think is pretty spot on. I think we get one classic, like a Love Story or You Belong With Me.
Yeah, I'm saying Love Story. I feel like Love Story has to be
it's
her biggest song ever. Yeah.
Has to be Love Story.
And then
maybe it's an All Too Well.
Yeah.
Or is even that like
All
tired?
Too Well 10-minute version.
Yeah. Do you have 10 minutes to spare? Eat up some time.
Yeah, because I feel like one like slower one.
What about like is there a
or
banger?
Like Look What You Made Me Do, or like
and
like Ready
rap.
For It, or something of that nature.
What about one from TTPD? Like, are there any bangers?
But Daddy, I Love Him. I
That
can do
could
With a
be
Broken Heart.
But Daddy, I Love Him actually could be a really good vibe for Coachella.
Yeah. Or I could do With a Broken Heart.
That one would be good, but I feel like that would require a lot of right. I guess if this is in the case that she'd be like headlining.
Yeah, no doubt.
Right. So there would be a lot of, but again, I could do With Broken Heart. Already has like the performance in Eras Tour movie and the music video of that song. I feel like is she just gonna do the same thing? Like it almost is like that's been exhausted.
Right.
What could the 5th be? Maybe we go back to another classic. Maybe we go back to
maybe Blank Space.
Maybe oh my God, like A Picture to Burn, or like a Tim McGraw.
Yeah. Maybe like Long Live.
Long Live
or Enchanted.
Long Live could be good.
Yeah. So Long Live maybe
I think
would
Long
be our
Live
5th
over
one.
Enchanted. Yeah.
Long Live. Love Story. Fate of Ophelia. Opalite. An Anti-Hero. I like that.
I like that too. Yeah. I think that's good because people love Anti-Hero.
That's true.
Imagine all of Coachella going, it's me, hi, I'm the problem, it's me. Yeah, that'd be sick.
That could be really fun too, like visually wise.
Totally.
Okay, last
one. Love that. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Hi, Gia. Hi, Kelly.
Hey, girl.
So excited to have Taylor watch back and First Name Page Book Club too.
Yay!
I wanted to ask you guys if you have any Taylor Swift songs or lyrics that shouldn't make you emotional or sad, but do.
Oh my God, so many.
Mine is in Wood. I got engaged back in September, and obviously Showgirl came out shortly after that. And the line in Wood, girls, I don't need to catch the bouquet to know a hard rock is coming my way, actually makes me like choke up every time I sing it, which is so funny and ridiculous, but the sentiment really lands with me of like,
she's like, I really
never having
caught
the bouquet at a wedding, but knowing that my fiance and I were so solid throughout our entire relationship that I didn't need to.
That's sweet.
So I'd love to know if you guys have anything like that you kind of get emotional, but then it makes you giggle that you're getting emotional about it. Love the pod. Thanks again.
That is a really good question.
Yeah,
this
very
is a really
good question.
Funny one, and that's a great example because I wouldn't have thought of that.
Well, I was thinking about when you said like that you always cry during the man.
That's the first thing that came to my head just now. I cry during the man almost every time if I'm in that. I'm so sick of running as fast as I can, wondering if I'd get there quicker if I was a man. And then that part itself, like it makes me really emotional. I'm trying to think what's directly after that. And I'm so sick of coming at me again.
I'm so sick of them coming at me again.
That part.
If
that
I
part
was
too.
the man, then I'd be the man.
I'm so sick of them coming at me again. Like that'll always get a tear from my eyes as well. But there are so many of her songs.
I know,
like that,
and I'm trying to think of songs that are like silly, but like.
You know what?
Provoke.
What makes me cry as well, which I think is kind of a fine one because it makes everybody cry. But the very beginning of Chloe Sam Sophia Marcus, your hologram stumbles into my apartment, hand in the hair of somebody in darkness. Like that makes me like, and you just watched it happen.
Lyric.
It's obviously a really sad lyric. Like, and I just watched it happen or whatever. But that part, for some reason, that storytelling, and obviously it's very visual. She paints a very clear picture in that moment. It feels so vivid to me in my eyes that it like really does. Yeah. It really makes me tear up a little bit. I know it's a cop out because it's already sad, but
no, I know. I'm like trying to think of one.
Death by a Thousand Cuts. That's a good example of that. Yeah. Upbeat that makes you cry.
But makes you cry. Mm-hmm. Even like when, even just like, it's the first kiss, it's flawless, really something.
No, I'm gonna cry.
It's fearless. Like that always makes me like tear up a little bit.
I'm tearing up right now.
Yeah. Like that part's so
really
cute.
Something. It's so. I'm literally tearing. It's very earnest. Anytime she's singing in earnest, is a tearjerker.
Yeah, I know. And honestly, every time I hear to bring up Antihero, but Sexy Baby Monster on the Hill, it always makes me a little emo.
I get that.
So I'm like, I get it, girl. I fucking get it.
Totally feel that. Totally feel it. I feel like I could play this game forever.
Yeah, totally.
I could find a lyric probably in every song, you know?
Yeah, totally. Okay, let's go into DMs.
Woo-hoo.
Gia and Kelly, I can't remember where the conversation about merch left off. Do you have any updates? I need some T-Watch merch. Absolutely love the show and keeping up with you guys. Please keep up the good work. This is Lillian from Green Bay.
Ooh, Lillian. Hey,
love
girl.
That name.
I love the name Lillian. I always said if I were to have a baby, or to have kids, a boy and a girl, I'd name them Liam and Lily.
Oh, cute.
Because I like the L's, and I like both those names a lot.
Yeah.
And Liam is Irish. I forgot her question. Sorry, I was talking about myself. Merch. So I really got lost thinking about myself
classic,
there.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lillian. Merch. Now that the Super Bowl is over, we can start having these conversations. The merch team gets very locked up with that kind of stuff, and would love to have more conversations. Again, it's very difficult when it comes to the copyright stuff. We know that. So it would have to be Taylor Watch specific. It'd have to be like quotes from us or like literally our logo or stuff like that. And I do think that we were like, oh, would people be interested? Nice to hear that people still are thinking about it. Maybe we'll do a little poll, like, like what kind of merch. I would love to come to the merch team being like, hey, we polled our audience.
Ideas,
This is the kind. They want a crew neck sweatshirt, or they want a hoodie, or they want a t-shirt, or they want a something like this, and they're specifically requesting this. I think that's the most likely way to get them to agree and let us do merch.
Agreed.
It's a whole thing.
Okay. Hi, Kelly and Gia. Love the pod so much and could listen to you talk about anything. Aww. Love tuning in every week and so excited about book club. Yay. I have 2 questions. What would you love to see Taylor Watch achieve this year or in the next couple years?
Wow.
If you could ask and then number 2, if you could ask Taylor an anonymous question, what would it be and why? Thanks and love you, Queens. Allie from Canada.
Wow. Thank you, Allie, for those questions. Before we answer them, a reminder that today, Thursday, the new episode of Same Page Book Club has come out. We broke down the first 15 chapters of The Last Letter by Rebecca Yarros. Yes. And we will not discuss it anymore because Gia and I got our full feelings out on that.
Yep.
And obviously with Rhea and Fran as well. So the Same Page Book Club on Instagram, but also on YouTube. Or it's on the Chicks in the Office feed on YouTube. But it has its own
Instagram.
Yeah. Anyway, so first question.
What would you love to see Taylor Watch achieve this year in the next couple years?
Next couple years, I think, is ultimately Taylor. We would like to have some sort of like interaction with Taylor.
Yeah.
Whether it's an interview, a picture, I doubt
acknowledgement.
An acknowledgement, something like that's always the one thing is to know that she knows and is okay with it. That would honestly be the number one thing. I would say short-term goals. I would love if we could have a studio. I really am like working up the courage to kind of ask if we can find a space somewhere.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rooms in here that are like, decked out for other people in their studios and they don't use their studios.
Yeah.
And it's very frustrating to have to lug in the stuff every time just in hopes that we'll look a little different or look good, just because the wall is so fucking ugly behind us. And I, you know, like I said, I thought about coming in here and just painting it myself, but and I still might do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that for me personally, I think that would be nice.
Yeah.
Aesthetics.
I think having maybe like a Taylor adjacent guest could be really cool.
That'd be lovely.
That's definitely a goal. And honestly, I really want to do two things. I really want to do trivia, Taylor Swift trivia, and we play our listeners.
I would love that.
I introduced that idea, got told I should use AI, and I was like, I'm going to kill you.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Who told you to use AI?
Fucking Jake Bass. I know.
Jake Bass.
I was like, coming from Jake, I was shocked.
Jake Bass
honestly.
is like low-key an op of mine. Like, I know that he's out on paternity leave right now. Congratulations to him and his lovely wife. Like, whatever. Every time I come to Jake Bass with the longest email of my life detailing things I want to do, he says, maybe you start working it out first and then we'll see if we can give you one person to film it for you and / edit it. Okay. Whatever.
How am I supposed So
Jake Bass does not support Taylor Watch. That's a fan. That's a fact. Like, it's very clear to me that Jake Bass
he's Taylor Watch's biggest op.
He's really our biggest op. He's like the head of like production. Like,
I really want to figure out a way to do that.
Would love that.
And then
that
also,
I think we could do totally for us.
Yeah, for sure. And then I also really want to do like the party that we talked about doing.
Dying
to do the party. To be beep blank beep
blank me
party pink bleep party, but
Pink Whitney. I think it's enough time has happened. Obviously, Pink Whitney is no longer our number one bestie on the pod.
Yeah, no longer our presenting
sponsor. They've set their sights elsewhere. I feel like they're on who they've moved on to.
Oh, I don't
They've
know.
exhausted the Taylor Watch audience. Yeah, I guess. You guys bought so much Pink Whitney. They said we don't need to sell it.
We got to get out of here
anymore.
now. Yeah, but it's just like some sort of like dance party, sing along party.
Yeah,
like live event, something of that nature would be really fun.
And I still think we could do that. We just have to find a sponsor that will throw the party for us.
Yeah.
Because they won't otherwise.
Exactly. And then if
maybe
you could...
Bumble.
Oh.
Maybe we can ask Bumble to do that for us.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Or like Bull and Branch in a sleepover party.
We are always wanting to do a sleepover party with Bull and Branch. We were wanting to do a podcast
PJ party.
A PJ party, like podcast from their studio on their, their showroom, I should say. Still in the works. We have a very good relationship with
Love
them.
them.
We'd love to do that.
And then if you could ask Taylor an anonymous question, what would it be and why?
Wow. Okay. Now is where I get into the fuzzy parts of my brain where it's like, do I want to ask her a question about her work or do I want to ask her an anonymous question about her life that would potentially like not get answered because it's too personal?
Right.
You know? I would probably ask about her work.
I'd probably ask about work. My first
and
thought
her process.
was, I still want to know why Debut was left off the Eras tour, but I don't think that would be like my number one question to ask her.
If you only have one question
and it's like anonymous too.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe like what was the real reason why you never put out Reputation, Taylor's version? Or like what was holding you back?
Is there a different reason or is there more to that?
Yeah.
That would be a good one. I would maybe say ask what is the hardest song you've ever written? Because you would automatically assume maybe it's like
to write,
to feel emotionally, to sing.
Yeah.
What's your most difficult song emotionally?
Yeah.
I amend my original question. What's the most difficult song emotionally? Encompassing writing, performing, thinking about, story-wise, personal, whatever. I would assume it'd be Soon You'll Get Better because it's about cancer and her mother.
Yeah.
I also wonder potentially it could be You're Losing Me.
Yeah.
But I wonder if
Bigger Than the Whole Sky.
Yeah. Like I wonder if there's a different song that maybe we don't even know is like a song that was difficult for her or like helped her move through something difficult.
Right.
I would love to know that.
Agreed. All right, last one. Just wanted to pop in and add to last week's DM and say you guys were also the first Barstool podcast I've listened to. And because of you guys, I found Chicks in the Office and started listening there too. And I got so excited whenever Kelly has made an appearance over there. I'm like, oh my God, they got a celebrity on the show, LMAO. So yes, you ladies have definitely brought in a new audience to Barstool and bring a lot to the table. Long live Taylor Watch, XO Lucy.
Wow, I wish Story's Clubhouse was listening so we could clip that for us and put it all over Twitter. How nice.
Thanks, Lucy.
Wow, thank you
Appreciate
so much, Lucy,
that.
for saying that.
Yeah.
No, I know that we had promised we would do like a Barstool breakdown. I didn't feel like thinking about it this week, to be honest. But of course, Chicks in the Office and all the other girls. We always support the ladies first and foremost. Mubi and Kelly.
Oh yeah,
people know Mubi specifically from TikTok. She's always all chicken seeds a salad, whole thing.
Sit on it.
And our bestie Kelly, who Smelly, she goes by, but her name is also Kelly. She lives here too. We've got Caroline is all over the place.
Yep.
We got Jackie,
Una, Jackie, Annika, Ella,
Hannah, Kate,
Megan,
Casey. I'm thinking about every girl in the room.
Yeah, everybody. Madeline.
Yeah. Madeline.
Sometimes she's
Mackenzie.
on camera. Mackenzie. Yeah. All the girly
I hope we got everybody.
Fran, Rhea, did we say them?
Yeah, we said them first,
okay,
I think.
Okay, yeah.
yeah. I'm like, fuck, did we get everybody?
Yeah.
All the women. Ray. All the women.
Love the women.
Love the women.
Mm-hmm. All right, so shall we get into Tell Me Lies?
Let's get into Tell Me Lies. As I said at the top of the episode, another extremely triggering and uncomfortable episode.
This one was up there. I mean, I thought that episode 6 was bad.
Same.
But damn, this was really up there with being very brutal, hard to watch.
Very hard to watch. As usual, everyone is a total fucking scumbag. But I think the biggest and most upsetting revelation of this episode happens kind of in the beginning, and I know you've got the sequence of events. No. Evan, I'm most disappointed by Evan.
And Una texted me and she was like, I don't understand like how he got so evil. And I was like, if you pay attention, like throughout the whole season, he's been getting eviler and eviler each episode. And he's like been taking advice from Steven. He's been hanging around Steven. Like he has been getting more toxic, I feel like, as the episodes have been going on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right before something happens right before Evan, because I want to now talk about what Evan went to go do before.
Yeah. Oh,
how does it open? It opens on
It opens with Bree and Wrigley.
That's right. Oh God. Yeah. Yes. Sorry.
Right after they kissed, and they're basically like talking, and they're kind of like having like, did you want that? Do you want this? Like kind of like trying to have some sort of communication about what just happened, and they both kind of like come to the conclusion that they both like each other, and then they're both like, all right, and then Wrigley's like, I'm gonna break up with Pippa, and Bree says that she's gonna break up with Evan, and then they kiss, and they're like, all right, like. Once the dust settles, like we can come back and be together, whatever.
Yeah. And Wrigley also said, I actually really respected Wrigley a lot in this moment because he did make sure to say something along the lines of like, dust settling, whatever, and then we can figure out what this is, which I thought was a really good way to word it because it's not so much pressure. It's not like, okay, let's break up with our significant others and then we'll get right together.
Yeah.
It's like maybe you break up and maybe you're not sure and time I mean, the wind blows and these people change.
Literally.
So who knows what the fuck is going on there. But he promised to he's like, I gotta go break up with Pippa. It's happening, whatever. Bree doesn't really like she says because remember she and Evan like kind of broke up the night before.
Yeah.
And so she I think said something along the lines of like, I gotta have a conversation with Evan. Like she didn't literally be like, I'm going to go break up with Evan.
No,
right?
she did. Yeah. She does say that. Yeah.
Oh, I missed it. Because I kept thinking that was weird that she wasn't outright saying it. Yeah. I must have just missed her saying it. Okay.
And then, this is when Evan, and then after we see Evan and he goes to Oliver's room for advice where I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Gia,
you're going to Oliver?
This is the most, so this I feel is the most egregious turning point in the entire series for a character because Evan is now when he and Bree were dating, he was a good guy to her, whatever. He was kind of sleazy though. He did like have sex with Lucy, but like so we know that he's kind of a dick. Whatever. Yeah. But we also know that his whole thing throughout the first like season and a half was that he was just kind of a spoiled brat and a little bit of a dick because he like grew up rich. And that's always kind of how I labeled him. Yeah. And like you were saying earlier, throughout this season, we've been getting glimpses into him being a dick. Remember back to that pool party, we saw Diana say to Molly, like, Evan is low-key, you're Steven. Like there were different clues into his behavior and how he was talking to people and he just would kind of switch up sometimes. Totally. And it'd be like, ew, what the fuck, Evan? Evan going out of his way to knowing that Oliver has manipulated Bree to a point of control. Yeah. Now goes to him and says like, you fucked with her head. What should I do? Like asking for advice.
Basically like, how do I do what you did?
And
which is so crazy.
I was sick to my stomach.
Yeah, that was so diabolical.
Can you believe?
No. Like it's so disgusting and such a violation of like trust. It's actually disturbing.
It's disturbing is the correct way to say it. He is seeking advice on how to trap someone emotionally.
Yeah.
In a relationship.
And then Oliver's like, she's desperate for stability. So like, you have to make her realize that like you're the only person. So basically what he's implying is like, you need to isolate her from everybody else. So she sees you as the only person that can help her in any situation.
Exactly. He said like, she needs to see that she needs you.
Yeah.
And do whatever you need to do for that to happen.
Yeah.
And so instead of taking that advice, which I would say, if you are, because then I put myself in the shoes of like, because he was kind of going on about how she's so independent. Like that was how he kind of started it. We knew what he wanted information-wise was how to manipulate her. But at first I thought maybe he's trying to see like, you know, maybe he knows more about the darker sides of her or whatever. It was fucking crazy that he even talked to Oliver to begin with.
Insane.
But I wondered if, you know, that conversation of like, she's so independent, how do I, you know, show her that I'm there for her is like kind of also an alternative undertone of this conversation. And Oliver said like, if she doesn't need you, then she won't like seek you out or whatever. And I actually got that because if you're like a really independent person, like that's why I was saying I thought about myself in that time, because it's like I don't need anybody right now. Like I have and can do everything for myself. So that would be lovely if someone were to show me that they could help me.
Yeah.
Without me even realizing I need the help. And that is just like a normal person. Like I think that message is still good. Like
without
you
manipulating you.
Yes, but that's right. That's where the trouble comes in. Yeah. That Evan instead took that advice, went to Bree as she's setting up the art show and says, let me pick up your mom for you, whatever. And that all starts out good. Yes, that is the way to show that she can depend on you. Yeah. You're a good guy, whatever. Goes to pick up her mom. Brings her to a bar. Yeah,
it's insane. He's the one that offers. He's like, do you want to go get a drink before this? And saying that they have enough time. And she's like, oh, I don't know. I don't want to be late.
Right.
And then they end up being late and she's wasted.
Yep.
And
he's
Evan
sober.
Lies to Bree's face and says that she was like that when he picked her up.
Absolutely.
Diabolical.
I don't even have the right word for it. Diabolical really is it. It's the most... I really can't.
Like, how do you even look at yourself in the mirror after doing that? And like, how does your brain even go there? You know what I mean? Like, to even like think
to
that,
drive a wedge between your girlfriend and the mother
mom.
She's trying to reconnect with, who's done all this work over the years, and you think that you know better, so you want to step in and prove that you were right. Also, the night before is yelling at Bree, being like, "Oh, she's not supposed to drink," blah blah blah. Like he already set the stage for that. He clearly thinks that he knows better than Bree.
Yeah.
He has no idea what it's like to be involved in a broken family situation, the way that Bree grew up. It's the exact polar opposite of how he grew up. And for him to not only insert himself into her family's business, but to sabotage the potential relationship that she's trying to mend with her mother is like Steven level bad.
No, he's like after this and like that like smile on his face when he was like, "Oh, I can pick her up." Like, it was horrible. Very Steven.
It was sinister.
Yeah, sinister. So, and then another thing that was just so brutal to watch. Wrigley goes to break up with Pippa, goes to her apartment, and Pippa just like cannot comprehend that this is happening. She's like being so, against it, whatever.
She's being very obtuse and very lacking a lot a self-awareness here, Pippa.
It's like, girl, you are cheating on him.
I hated Pippa this episode. Yeah, I really hated
her
the whole time. I felt bad, but...
Yeah, and I think it was like her guilt of what she was doing.
Yeah.
Like kind of manifested into like being angry.
Totally.
And
well, it almost... He's breaking up with her, so it makes her feel like now I can be a victim because I got dumped.
Yeah.
Instead of I've been cheating on my boyfriend this whole time with a woman. So, you know what I mean?
I couldn't sympathize with her in the slightest in this scene. It was very hard to watch.
Especially because Wrigley has been so adult especially since his brother died. And like, even him approaching her in this moment and being like, I just feel like we've been better as friends. Don't you feel that way? Like at first he did try to be like, I feel like it's mutual. And she was like, no. And then he took accountability being like, I felt that you kind of stayed with me because you felt bad. I mean, he's right on the fucking money.
He's right on the money. And that's what sucks. Like she just won't admit that to him. And it's very sad that Wrigley feels like he's like the problem. Mm-hmm. And then so right after Pippa goes to Diana's and she's upset, talking about Wrigley, but basically they're like, oh, let's try to talk about something else. Mm-hmm. And Diana brings up that she got into Stanford.
Yep.
And she basically is like, it's as far away from Steven as possible.
Yep.
And Pippa gets mad because she's like, well, why are you considering Steven in this situation, but you're not considering me?
Pippa.
She's
just fucking up on all fronts.
Yeah. And like, I didn't really like how Pippa was like guilting
Yep.
Diana for like still taking Steven into account. It's like, yeah, because he mentally fucked her up so much that, yeah, she is going to take into account that her abuser will be far away from her. Like, hello?
And not only is Pippa coming in here and questioning her motives for Stanford, etc., and making it about her, they also were still on the heels of the argument where Pippa was like, do something about Steven after Steven sent nudes to Diana's father.
Yeah.
And Pippa comes in, not like she's been like harassing Diana, not harassing, but she's been like calling Diana, trying to get a hold of her, whatever. Diana's upset. She needs space. She shows up at her apartment.
Yeah.
And Diana's still like not well from what happened. And Pippa comes in, pushes her way in, sits on the thing, and is like, well, Wrigley just broke up with me, looking for sympathy or whatever. It's like, Diana's got bigger fish to fry right now, and I understand. And Diana's reaction to all of that, very mature, very good.
Very mature.
Appreciated her.
Yeah, she just is like, this is getting too intense. Yeah. Like, I think we should take a pause. And I will say it's very hypocritical of Pippa to be so tough on Lucy and Diana about speaking up when Pippa herself won't speak up.
Thank you for saying that, Gina.
Yeah. So yeah, Diana says things are getting too intense. She says, you know, maybe it's best if we put this on a close for now, whatever. Pippa freaks out. She's very upset.
Yep.
Lucy, meanwhile, while this is always going on, Lucy sees Tegan at a coffee shop. Tegan is Steven's girly pop that he brought to the pool party.
The one we thought was annoying playing games.
Yes. And basically they say hi to each other, and then Lucy has this kind of come to Jesus moment where she's like, hey, also, by the way, like, I just want to tell you that we're not friends.
Yeah.
And I'm actually very scared of him.
Yep.
He's made my life horrible.
That's why I went along with it. I didn't know what he would do.
Yeah.
If I didn't.
I don't want that to happen to you, and I just want to tell you. Tegan seems very shook, but she seems very accepting of the information.
Super receptive.
Yeah.
And I was proud to see that, too.
Me too.
I was like, good, this is girls. And because you never know. And I did
have
a
moment.
Some girls
can be like, he's different.
Right?
Yeah.
And I did worry in that moment that she would run back to Steven and be like, your ex-girlfriend told me to stay away.
Me too. I was proud that she did it. Yeah,
she's a real one. We like Tegan now.
And then Lucy goes to Evans, and she tells Evan that Steven is going to tell Bree that they slept together.
Yep.
And Evan's like, how do you know that? Whatever. She's like, I just know, and we're going to deny it. We're going to deny it. There's no way that Bree's going to believe Steven over the both of us. If we're both on the same page, it'll be fine.
Yep. She says, I can't believe we've let him hold this over our heads for this long.
Yeah.
Like, who would, Bree would never believe Steven over you and me.
Yeah. And at this point, I'm like, something's going on with Lucy. Like I didn't even know that Steven was going to tell Bree. Like, where did this come from? So I was confused.
But then we find that
out when, you know, Lucy goes over to Steven's after, and then I was like, what the fuck is she doing?
Yep.
But you realize that she's actually scheming.
Yep.
Steven, not actually trying to like get back into his good graces. She's basically trying to get Steven to tell Bree so that Steven will give her the tape. And she's basically saying that it's like a mutual trust thing.
Yeah.
When in reality, Lucy just wants that tape.
She just wants that tape.
Yeah.
But she does explain, like, I am having a hard time with my day-to-day life with this video hanging over my head. I think that we should like try to move past this and earn, right, like you said, earn some trust back, whatever. And so they end on the agreement that like they will tell Bree. Yeah, Lucy might tell Bree
because Steven was like, no, you're gonna tell her.
Yeah.
And Lucy was like, well, I don't want to tell her right now because it's her big photography night.
Which I think is fair. You can tell her on the photography night. I also think it was fair of Steven to be like, no, you have to tell her. Like, I do think that that's a bit of it. But his reasoning, she was like, well, you could tell her. And he's like, that makes it difficult with the Evan of it all. Yeah. So he himself doesn't want to like screw over his own friend. He's still trying to play the game with his other friends.
And I think he's discreetly picking up on...
He seems to be suspicious.
Yeah,
yes.
He's sus.
Totally sus.
He doesn't fully pick up on it, but he's definitely sus of why Lucy's doing this.
Yes.
So then we go back to the photography thing, and Wrigley shows up and he tells Bree that he dumped Pippa.
Yep.
Bree's like, wow... I don't know if I could talk about this right now.
She goes, already?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. Like 2 hours later. What the fuck?
She's like, I'm kind of preoccupied with everything. And that's when Evan shows up with Bree's mom, who's crunk, and you know.
And she's these pictures are so beautiful.
And she's like,
God,
I look
so
terrible
talented.
in this picture. Like, why? Like, you should have asked me for permission before putting up a picture of me.
That was an awkward
tough.
moment, and I felt bad for not only Bree, but also her mom, because her mom clearly has such low self-esteem that she can't even like see a lovely picture of herself. Like she was like. First, she lashes out with anger, being like, why I can't, why'd you put a photo of me? But then it comes back later and she's like, I just don't feel like I look good in that pic. I just think the lighting, I think this, I think that. It's very clear that she's just worried about how she looks, and and self-conscious, I should say.
Yeah, for sure.
So I felt bad for her too.
And, she's very self-conscious about like how Bree's recepting her and how Bree's not introducing her to anyone or whatever. Marianne comes up to them and Bree doesn't introduce her, and Marianne basically implies that like she's still with Oliver, which was crazy.
Yep.
And then the mom, Mary, she basically like threatens to leave. Lucy's like, don't worry, I'll handle it. She goes out, basically convinces Bree's mom to stay. She's like talking about how great Bree is, how she's her best friend, like
best person I ever met.
Yes, how she would do anything for her, all this stuff, and convinces Mary to stay. But while she's doing that, Steven overhears the whole conversation. He's like, "Oh, you love Bree so much, blah blah blah." And he's like, I see right through you. I made a copy of the tape. You're not getting it. Like, even if I did give you it, you don't think I had a copy? Like, I see your whole plan.
I was kind of confused by that, because what else would Lucy be saying to Bree's mom to get her to go back inside? Like, she was just saying nice things about Bree to get her to go in. Like, what was Steven getting at there? Like,
I think basically that he's like, you're still gonna pick Bree over me. Like, you still got it. Because the whole thing of the argument was like, pick me or Bree. And she was like, well, I'm picking Bree.
Right.
Yeah.
And but again, like, even that just shows his delusion as well, because like he really thought that anyone would pick him over her best friend, or even talking to her mother would not say. That whole thing was like, he's grasping at straws just to start a fight. Yeah.
So Lucy basically like shows her hand and she's like, I'll tell Bree if you give me the tape. And that just clicks it to Steven. He's like, oh, I'm not giving you the tape. And even if I did, who says I don't have a copy? But later on, after the event, we see Lucy and Grace Van Patten, Emmy nomination to the gods.
Yes.
She really acted down this whole season.
Off.
But
this
scene was just unbelievable. She comes to Steven's dorm and she basically like begs and is crying. She's hysterical and she really wants to see the tape. So Steven like shows it. She's like, I don't want to do anything to it. I won't touch it. I just want to see. I want to see how bad it is.
Because she can't like remember exactly what it entails. And I'm on her side with this.
Yeah. So she sees it. She basically is like, just release it. Like, I can't live like this anymore. I'm so beaten down by this.
She's watching it and tears are just continuously streaming from her eyes while she has like a stoic face.
Expression. Yeah, God, it was awful.
It was really, but you're right, Emmy nomination.
Yeah.
Like, unbelievable acting from Grace Van
Unbelievable.
Patten.
Wow. So then Steven actually ends up giving her back the tape, which I was not expecting at all, but I did see an interview from Jackson White and he was like, at this point, I believe that Steven feels like he won. Like, she's so beaten down that he won. Like, he's put her in the worst possible position that, like, there's no getting even.
There's nothing else. Yeah. She's as low as she can be, and anything past this is, like, problematic for him.
Yeah.
Like, I was
because I think he does, like, find some of it, like, fun. Totally. And he's just like, this isn't fun anymore.
100%. Yeah. I also think that there is some truth to her, actually having a real breakdown around other people. God forbid she commits suicide. Like, now we're getting into that territory, and ultimately everyone in Lucy's life knows that Steven is the one that made her like this. So if something happens to Lucy, it's back on Steven.
Yeah.
So he has manipulated her to past the point of no return, but he needs to bring her back to a regular level of manipulation. Otherwise, he's truly the bad guy and everybody sees it, even though we all know that already. That's how I took that scene.
100%.
Whereas like, okay, we'll wave the white flag on this battle, but the war is still going on.
Yeah. So she gets the tape back, and basically at the event still, this is kind of going backwards a little bit, but at the event, Wrigley gets a call from Pippa. Pippa's hysterical. She's like, I need your help. Hated this.
This.
He goes over And basically Pippa like coerces him into having sex with him.
I hated this so much.
It was so unbelievably uncomfortable.
Emotionally manipulates him into having sex with her, begs him, please, 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 I need you right now. I just need this. He's like pulling away. He's saying no. He's saying,
Bree's calling him.
Bree's calling him. He sees it. He's upset. And she is like literally crying in his face, pulling his face
forcing him
to
to kiss her.
It was really hard to watch.
Really.
And he has sex with her, and she stays over there. And then she shows up back at the dorm in the morning, and as she's walking in, Wrigley's calling Bree in the morning immediately. She can't pick it up because Pippa just walked in. Pippa walks in, she's all, crazy night, whatever. I need I got an UTI from all the sex I had last night.
Like,
she literally
from
says
like literally
that.
begging
no, I was so
to
pissed.
have him have sex with you. It's just like so disgusting.
I was really upset with Pippa.
Really, really, really gross. And I think that's obviously her trauma coming in.
Totally. And listen, I get feeling sad and feeling desperate, but it was hard.
There's
to
no
watch.
excusing
It was
that.
really hard to watch. Yeah.
And once Bree hears that Wrigley and Pippa had sex, she goes to the bathroom, starts crying, which is so sad.
Done. In this moment too, like, so Pippa walks in, she's sitting next to Bree. They're about to start having a strange conversation and an awkward conversation, and then Lucy walks in and she's standing up, and she confesses to the girls that she's been last couple weeks she's been acting crazy. Steven's been like blackmailing her with a video, but now he's giving it back and she thinks it's all fine, and she seems not right, but she does seem a little bit like she's not clearer, but like she's relieved a little, and she says as much, and the girls are like, he's a fucking monster, like what the fuck, like I can't believe that. And then Pippa says the thing about the UTI. Bree goes to the bathroom. Lucy's like, I'm gonna leave too, and Lucy's on her way. Bree's crying in the bathroom. Pippa's doing whatever.
Yeah, Lucy on her way out sees Tegan again and tells her exactly what she said before at the coffee shop. And Tegan's like, yeah, like you already told me this.
Yeah, she's like, I'm just confused because you told me this yesterday.
Yeah,
like,
and Lucy's like, oh yeah, I don't know. Like I just have like. I just wanted to reiterate whatever. Like you can tell that she's like, wait, what the fuck? Like very confused. Lucy also got into study abroad, and she like feels like this is like finally like the light at the end of the tunnel. And then Bree goes to hide at Evan's. Evan goes into the shower. Bree's looking at a bunch of old pictures from freshman year. Sees a picture of Evan and Lucy from the infamous party that Evan cheated on her at, the luau party.
In the background. Yep. So brutal.
And then immediately grabs his phone. Yep. And then the episode ends.
Yep. So I would say prediction-wise, Bree obviously finds out about this. I wonder if she brings it up to Evan. Maybe she holds it. Maybe she holds it in.
I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of theories that Bree's the one that releases the tape.
That's what Una said.
Yeah.
And tried to pass it off as her own idea, by the way. Now that you said it. I'm like,
funny.
Of course it was on Twitter. She was like, I think it's this. I'm like,
yeah.
Girl.
A lot of people on Twitter are thinking that it's Bree.
Because, what would make her the worst person in the world at this point, especially to Lucy?
Yeah.
And it would be that.
Yeah.
The thing is that Lucy and Bree, I feel, are both kind of, people who have trouble navigating life, and they do bad things, but they're not actually bad people. And I think if they were just honest with each other all the time, they would never have an issue ever. I think that Lucy would forgive Bree for releasing that video eventually. Yeah. And I think that Bree would have forgiven Lucy in 2 seconds for sleeping with Evan. Maybe she'd be mad for a week, but they're sophomores in college. Who gives a fuck? You're not marrying him. And now she is marrying him, but maybe and he's this fucking monster. So maybe chain of events that wouldn't have happened if, so I wonder.
Yeah, I do wonder. I also saw some people being like, "Oh, is that a hallucination of Lucy's that she hallucinated getting back the tape?"
Maybe.
I don't know, because that was a very she's been having these weird mental logs.
She's having gaps in her thinking and it's tough, and she's clearly sick, and we need to find out what happens there. Yeah. But all right, that about wraps it up for our recap and our Thursday episode. Thank you as always to everybody for calling in and leaving voicemails and also sending us DMs.
Yes.
We love you very much. We will get back to you on that merch stuff, and also anything else we said we'll get back to you on. Looking forward to Tuesday's episode. Remember, the Traders recap will be on Tuesday, so catch up on Traders, and hope you enjoy the weekend. And
yes, sorry guys, I have a psychiatrist appointment, so I'm
that's why we're
literally
that's why we're getting out of here.
Yeah.
All right, bye guys. Love
you guys.